What is up, everyone? How you doing? Wow, I got a full chat room. Coming into a full chat room. This is awesome. I hope you all are well and had a good day. Rest in peace, Black Panther. So it looks like it's a rainy night here in DC. And I see a guy walking front and center, no shirt on, and a bow. Does he have arrows? Has anybody seen arrows, or is he just carrying around a bow? It's kind of strange. That's weird. People have ARs and everything, and he's got a bow right up front. Hey, Reflex, Daniel, Marjorie, Joe, how you guys all doing? Babe, I see you in there. Fast dude, I see you. So how's the day gone? Hey Dubs, I see you. How you doing? I have missed out on half of the day. I was up way too late last night. Got up, hanging with my daughter this morning, keeping her entertained, and then when she laid down for her nap, I laid down for mine, and I didn't wake up till later. I got up and was with her again, so I just now put her down to bed. So here I am. There's like streamers all over the place. It looks like Portland looks like they're at Ted Willer's house tonight. Or his condo, I should say. Oh, he does have a quiver on his back? People bring the strangest things. No problem, Bass dude. You're lucky we got a DC special edition. It's keeping me from having days off. I do it all for you guys.
Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets.
Hey Leatherneck, how you doing? It looks like a very small, mostly white crowd in DC. What's the population ratios in DC right now? I know Portland. It's like what, 6% are black.
You're goddamn right. Hell yeah.
What's the ratio in DC?
I didn't come all the way from Portland for nothing.
Alex Powell's from Portland?
That's what I'm here to do. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm in Washington, D.C., Robert.
The scheduled time for when I first... I had it scheduled for 8, didn't I?
1499 Massachusetts Avenue.
I'm pretty sure I had it scheduled for 8.
Any particular significance to my knowledge. It's just the one that we're passing.
If I didn't, I apologize.
Christy. I'm just some fucker trying to do what I can. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without the support of all of the wonderful people in my life. I'm nothing without my people. I'm just some fucker.
But yeah, it's difficult on a lot of nights for me to start up the stream before 8 o'clock. That's what time my daughter goes to bed. I'm usually done with her. And it doesn't make a very good stream when I'm distracted doing something else. And I apologize, but she's my priority. Yeah, it could be YouTube. I mean, it could be. I may have accidentally put in 7 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. I apologize if I did that.
Wooden structure that was in this area of the road back there, though, and make a barricade. We're at a very different protest. I don't expect tear gas, for instance. I'll be very upset if we get it. Because, like,
I was attacked again today. Not physically attacked, but from former military co-workers who accused me of being part of the problem. How did they word it? They said, they said, I have the audacity to justify a murder. My attitude is what's wrong with today's society. Okay, babe, thanks for that. So I think it must have been YouTube or something being stupid.
Howdy, howdy.
But yeah, my normal stream time will be 8 o'clock. Monday through Wednesday, I might be able to start earlier.
Which is
But
a change of pace.
the rest of the time, the rest of the week, it's 8 o'clock.
I am quite
I have to
pleased
put my
with
daughter
the
to bed.
lack of tear gas. It's a very small group that I'm with, but like, I do what I can.
But yeah, so I called somebody out because they were calling Rittenhouse a white man illegally carrying a gun or whatever, and I said, well, the rest of them were illegal too. And so then I had to explain to them everything, the details, because all they know about is where he was getting chased down the street. These are people that follow the news, that listen to the bogus propaganda that you get on the news. Yeah, one of them though, we have a lot of back and forth. She is very. I used to have a lot more respect for her because she worked in the financial area, and I worked with her quite a bit. But a lot of her stuff that she shares more recently is completely ignorant. She jumps right on the liberal media bandwagon of the lies and everything like that, and she loves to spread all the false information out there. I see self-defense as well. And I was looking up the Wisconsin law. So Wisconsin law is, I don't know if there's a local one there for the Kenosha, but Wisconsin law. So he was illegal of a misdemeanor. He was committing a misdemeanor by carrying the weapon, illegally possessing the weapon. Unlike the felony that the felon was committing, carrying his. And who knows how many other people out there were carrying them. But Wisconsin law against self-defense is 939.48. And that law does not mention anything about whether the person is legally in possession of the weapon. It only talks about the actions leading up to them responding to self-defense. And everything, all the evidence points to self-defense. Every single shot he fired. The initial shots, because there's evidence of the first victim being aggressive towards other people, threatening them. And then there's evidence showing him being chased by that same individual. So he was being threatened at that point. He was confronted at the auto body shop or the car dealership, whatever kind of facility that was. He was defending himself. It was illegal possession because he was 17, and the Wisconsin law states he has to be 18. So it's a misdemeanor. But so self-defense in the initial contact, and then when he was trying to escape, obviously he's got a mob of people chasing him down, so he's gonna run from that. Both times he made attempts to avoid the confrontation by attempting to escape. Both times he was unable to escape, and so he turned to defend himself. Hey, there's the BLM van in Washington, D.C. The snack van. Look at people running over to it. Somebody needs to go slash his tires. Make him feel at home. But no, and so then secondly, he's trying to escape the mob,
Do you have water,
and
snack man? Oh, I would kill for water.
they
You're wonderful. I love you.
trip him up, and they're
This is Snack
attacking
Man.
him
They
as
came
well.
from Portland.
Self-defense.
Snack man, yeah.
If he felt that
I
his
personally filmed them getting
he
their
was in
tires
grave
popped
danger
at
of
least
injury or
6
death,
times.
he has every
It's
right
insane.
to defend
We love
himself.
Snack Man.
And like many other self-defense laws, the person has to be
We will take
they
care of you.
if they're illegally possessing the weapon, then they cannot use self-defense. But the Wisconsin law does not say anything about the actor illegally possessing the weapon.
You got your glasses back. Oh my God, Mama's here. Mama, wave. Oh, hi. Wave to my stream. I'm so
Well,
glad you're
even
on
if he
stream.
borrowed the weapon from somebody in the state, it's still illegal possession. I'll try and find it. Hold on one second.
It hurts more, but
Somebody's
the
banging on my door.
going down.
Stay together, keep moving, let's go.
Keep moving, guys. They're gonna kettle us.
Cal Fire, the local fire departments.
Oh, what if we saw that thing from Portland all the way
Oh, dude, yes, Snackman's amazing.
literally all the way out here. Wow.
Are you a streamer?
Not streaming. I do
Okay.
Videos for Twitter though.
Okay, cool. What's your Twitter?
BT on the scene.
Awesome, I will find you. I stream on Facebook. I came from Portland too.
Sweet. Yeah, no, I was just
There's a
out
lot
there
of
a
us.
week ago.
I'm Alex Powell
Alex,
on Facebook. I'm with the Wolf Pack, if you're familiar.
Again, Winelands has always been about community,
Ah,
winemakers.
you're good. Nope, it's Snack Van. I know they got stopped in Kenosha, and they'll be hitting Kenosha again on the way back.
On the way back.
Yeah, a couple of the other streamers, we all came in different cars and whatnot, but me and the two that I rode with are gonna swing by Kenosha and Chicago.
Nice. I was just in Kenosha a couple days ago, and then I came here from there. That is wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Oh, I'm the Tobacco Fairy. If you've seen the streams where somebody's handing out cigarettes, that's me.
What did you ask?
Does anybody have a lighter? Yeah. Awesome, you're a saint. And if anybody needs a cigarette, I got you. I just took the last one out of that pack, so I opened my new pack.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I am the Tobacco Fairy.
But yeah, let me look that up. I was looking up the Wisconsin law for the possession.
No! God is dead! Am I smoking the wet DC ground cigarette? Yes. Why? Because it's my last Marlboro. Let me flip the lucky.
Let's see.
Cigarette. I do not. Anybody need a cigarette? I got you.
This vintage I used half old neutral.
I'm the Tobacco Fairy.
Firearm owners.
You don't mind?
I'm the Tobacco Fairy. I don't have a lighter.
Oh shit. You have a lighter. You have a lighter?
This makes me, if I was at Winelands,
I'm the Tobacco Fairy. It's what I do.
I've never seen this cigarette. Is it an East Coast thing?
I'm still looking.
I got them in Ohio.
Okay. I'm from Seattle.
Okay, I'm from Portland. Yeah. But I got these
But
on the drive here.
one
I
concern
saw a
I
sign that
have
said
is
cheap
that-
tobacco, and I was like, pull it off, go in there, and this is a
Where's
$40
it? Oh, here we go.
quote.
Possession of
So,
dangerous weapon by a
they're not
prisoner.
great, but
it's come back in. It didn't set Winelands this year, so
oh,
I know you're busy.
my last Marb.
The whole community.
I'm so sad.
Thanks for being here today with us.
There you go. So, thank you, Sub, for sharing that. 948.60 is the Wisconsin law
Can I bum that
that
lighter?
prevents him from being in possession of the weapon.
Wait, are these rentals?
Thank you for pulling that up for me. Sorry, I was distracted. My wife just got home. She brought me a treat.
Hey, darling. What?
Oh, it doesn't work. Here we go.
I believe
Give me
that.
some more. Drink.
I got to Tobacco Ferry. That was nice.
Then I was talking to my daughter because apparently my daughter thinks that I will get drunk off of one of these. Seems to think that I'm going to get drunk and forget about the family.
I promise you, those Snatch fans are terrifying.
Which I had no intentions of getting drunk
Don't fuck around
ever
with the
again.
Snatch fans.
No offense to you, those of you that like to get drunk. It's just not my thing.
Stay together! Stay tight! We do this every night!
Head out to Atlanta. So we're inside Winelands.
I don't. I came from Portland.
Our oysters, we do that.
Well, stick with the group and stay safe. Because those Snatch fans are nothing to fuck with. They're fucking terrifying.
I'm fine for what's right. Fuck that. I'm tired of the police.
I feel that.
I think Strive to me, they embody that spirit. Young,
Snap it!
very successful winery now, super popular.
Cops wouldn't let them follow, so they came
And for a
around.
music
We
pairing,
love you!
I think
We
it's
adore
Strive,
you!
Like, what is the hottest thing where 20,000 people are trying to get to this show?
All of the love!
I think Polo and Pan. Okay. Long. It's just kind of this moment that you can just see everybody coming back to the stage. Like,
Huh?
these guys, it's like the Polo and Pan.
I was giving commentary when I was up on the front lines and they were yelling at the kid who had his leg over the wall. And I was
Sorry
like,
about that. Was
"Fuck it."
restocking the fridge.
This is very different from Portland. They have no crowd control munitions. They're not wearing gas masks. They're staying the fuck away. There's a wall that like defines where we are and where they are. It's kind of nice.
All good. That's good stuff.
It is a nice change of pace. Yeah, my socks are sopping wet inside of my boots, and yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah,
DC.
yeah,
I think
no.
tonight might be it.
This is not great. I can feel them
And
pruning.
we might be back
and
to
I
our
can feel my
regular scheduled
toenail
programming
from, my
in Portland
ring toe
tomorrow.
and my left foot digging into my middle toe on my left foot. I'm having a bad time.
I can't tell if StreamWorks is a rerun or not. It
This has
appears
been
to be
your,
dark outside, so.
Nightly update on Alex's feet. Sorry.
Hey, Catfish, how you doing?
It's okay to be black and vote, says these signs. I agree.
Really good stuff. And you can tell from the color, it's not a big, dark, heavy-duty wine. It's translucent. Winemaker Sam Bobro,
I don't really see much of anything going on. So, unfortunately, tonight might be an early night for the streaming. But then we'll be back in full force tomorrow night. Our regularly scheduled leveling. You guys have seen the thumbnails, the scheduled
All right,
programs
I'm
for the
low
next
power
2
mode.
nights. We've got the Blue Mace for tomorrow night, and then we have the
I am in
Human
low power
LRAD
mode,
for
okay?
Sunday night.
When I get down to 10%, we should head to the car. If y'all are down for that.
Catfish, I agree. Good folks. And perfect speed for me, I can keep up. I'm a slow reader. Check for rally? Yeah, I'll pull up a rally. Let's see. Going to Chicago, they're just sitting there chit-chatting with people on scooters.
I love seeing Portland people reunite. Absolutely. These are my people. I love them. Wonderful.
Are you from PDX?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm from
Yeah, I'll
G.
put it up here.
I'm the Tobacco Fairy in Portland.
What'd you say?
I'm the Tobacco Fairy in Portland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's me. So if you need a cigarette, I got you.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't smoke steaks, but.
Valid.
Think Italy, think North. Keep on running Kudo.
I like how we like panned our cameras right there. Real
Yep.
quick.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like nobody out there.
I just saw the flashing lights from the inside, and I was like, that's sus. Woo woo!
Yeah, I love how it's light and complex. I think that's a kind of can be hard to combine those two things.
Like roasted egg,
What do you mean they showed the
make it a
concrete? They
point
wouldn't
not
do
to know
that.
many names, Rachel. I don't know.
bacon spices.
They film everything, don't they?
I can identify faces, and I can identify names in group chats, but I don't know faces that go with names,
And musically, this
and that is very much on purpose.
I think because it takes so long. I think it's got a lot of
I got no weed, but I got a cigarette.
Yeah, no, I feel has no.
All right.
For me, this is like just rock,
Oh, they took down a sign in Raleigh.
Oh, okay.
Or Raleigh. Sorry.
I'm learning new tricks.
You know, we're as close as we can get.
Why are people moving?
Painted up a building. What is that? A police facility?
Business owners. They set up this whole patio area. We saw people coming by, knocking down these planters and stealing the plants.
Joe,
stealing
I
the
totally
plants and then
agree.
taking them with them on the march. So
I don't know what
no
the
shame
attraction
there,
is, 'cause
apparently. So that's just a
bulls
little
and
bit
pigs
of
get
what we're
those, so why would
seeing
people
here
want to get
in the
those?
downtown area in terms
I
of
do not understand.
damage. In other parts of the downtown area,
Then if you get
looks
some,
okay for the most part, but
you get a burger or
this
something, how are you
general
supposed to
area,
get
right
that
by the sheriff's office, right by Fayetteville Street, this is where we are
I don't know about
seeing
you guys, but like the
the
inside of my nose is
destruction
like
from
really
this
sensitive.
evening's
So
March. Stephen Tisha.
And we should point out, it is very minor. We haven't seen a lot of damage. And Lainey, you were with the mayor, Mary Ann Baldwin, yesterday when she was explaining the justification for this curfew. And she said that back in May 30th, when we saw some violence in downtown Raleigh, when a lot of windows were smashed, she said that the RPD and the city were essentially overwhelmed at that point. And she wanted to create an atmosphere tonight that really walked this line between giving people an opportunity to share their stories, talk about their frustration, have a productive conversation, but also what she called opportunists, guard against opportunists who might come
what did you
in
guys think
and
about the
do
speech? Did you
damage
guys
in
watch the
downtown, which
speeches
she
this
calls the
morning
heart and soul of the
with,
city of
before they
Raleigh,
walked down
downtown
to the
our
MLK?
neighborhood, where we have our newsroom and studio.
What did you guys think of
And,
those?
So it would appear to me that this
I couldn't help but
plan
laugh
is working.
because they're supposed to be down there showing respect to the civil rights movement and the march, and then this whole BLM thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're showing
But
you
nobody
some
was
damage
paying
right now,
attention.
Steve,
They
but
had to
this is
keep,
nothing in
even up on
comparison
stage, they
to
had
what
to
we
keep
saw in
pausing
May.
and asking
I
people
mean,
to shut
oh my
up
gosh, every
because they
business
just
that
kept
felt
going
like
off on their own.
Fayetteville Street was busted into.
It looked like there's people down
Harvard Street
on
was busted
bullhorns
into. There were
making their
places that were
own
hit
chants and stuff
multiple
down there.
times.
There's people
I'm
even
thinking
right
of Reliable
behind the
Jewelry
podium,
right now,
just
which is
sitting
on
there
Wilmington
talking
Street.
away,
They were hit
paying no
on a
attention to the
Saturday
person
night,
that's
hit
speaking.
later on a Saturday night, and then the following Sunday, because curfews weren't.
It
put
just
in place,
shows
and that
how
was a
disrespectful
big
they are,
criticism
even
that many of the
even
small
to their own
business owners
crowds.
had against the mayor as well as the police chief, that they didn't take action soon enough. They didn't enact a curfew, and they kind of allowed chaos. That was their argument. That was their criticism of city leaders at the time.
Then they bring
So,
up all the-
Getting back to Mary Ann Baldwin, the mayor here in the city of Raleigh.
Then they bring up
She
all the
said she learned her lessons. She knew they were overwhelmed.
all the criminals'
and
families
she
and
also
everything.
reflected upon some of the mistakes that she made. So she acted a little differently this time. She put that curfew in place a
Oh,
day
he is.
before. And she had
This path that we're on
also
right
talked
now,
about some of the other logistical
it's-
changes that they made. That they had
it's
been working
disgusting.
on a police plan. That they had also been working with fire departments to make sure that fire officials were here in the downtown area in case fires were set. We saw one, but if you remember back in May,
Guess I better
there
unlock
were
my daughter's
multiple fires here.
electronics.
So it does seem that their plan was rolled out a little bit more methodically, and the city wasn't so overwhelmed as they were just a few months ago.
Let's talk about how the police handled the situation tonight, because earlier on,
I don't know
in the
about
protest,
any
we
march on the
didn't see a lot
17th,
of
but
police
I believe there's
cruisers
one coming
blocking
up.
off streets. I believe you
An
had mentioned
Antifa
before.
one.
When did you
Supposed to be
finally
out
see
there.
them come into play as far as being visible? Do you hear that?
Yeah, that was, and I'm just seeing some police officers are moving.
Where's
some
that
of-
music coming from?
People over here, they had broke some of these barricades, so it looks like officers are just kind of pieces to the sidewalk and out of the street, because they were in the street earlier as people were trying to get by. So that's a little bit of what's happening over there. I don't know if you heard that bang or not. But in regard to police, I really didn't see them out here until that curfew went into effect. It seemed that they held back a little bit. They weren't on the streets. They weren't blocking roads or even on the sidewalk looking over things. There were police nearby, let that be known, but they weren't really in the face of protesters. It wasn't until 10 o'clock when that curfew kicked in when we really started to see them roll out. We saw at the state capitol the officers there in their riot gear, just the same.
They're setting up a whole band out in the street with drums and everything.
They kind of.
Do you see that in Portland?
That's my feeling. I mean, I didn't really see anybody until 10 o'clock, and then.
I wasn't planning on covering Portland tonight, but they're setting up a whole band.
All right, said fuck Ted Wheeler.
As far as what you saw, and it did seem to be a little different this time around as far as when they became truly visible.
Yeah, I would say 10 o'clock. When the curfew went in, that's when their presence kind of.
We're gonna get hit with copyright with that music in the background. That's not even that. Where's that coming from?
Based off everything that has been happening. You know, we're in a very interesting time. We've never seen anything like this before. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We're in the middle of actually several different kinds. If you really look at it, we have the system that's killing us. We have the police that's killing us. We have some viruses that are killing us. The food is killing us. This is not a drill.
You guys hear music, or was that just me?
Life. The only strength that we have.
If you're in here and you have not hit the that notification button, please hit that.
That's when we really have power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bear game right now. But no. I heard music when I had it on hers.
It's time to go home. Are you seeing many people in the street?
But then when I switched to his, I was still hearing it. But now I don't hear it when I mute them. See?
So you ain't gonna get no sleep because of me. Hey, we didn't get no sleep.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
So you ain't gonna get no sleep because of
No?
me.
I thought maybe I had Twitch going in the background, but I don't. I have no idea. I don't hear any music now. It was like a minute ago.
Hey, we didn't get no sleep because of y'all. So you ain't gonna get no sleep because of me.
Okay, I'm sorry, but y'all are too quiet. Way too quiet. That's not what we're here for. We're here to wake this motherfucker up. We're here to make some fucking noise. So I need everybody to get loud and get mad. Use that voice that God gave you. Use it.
I don't suspect they're going to be burning much if Trump wins again. Just because I think once he wins again, he's not going to have anything to be worried about. And he will send in troops. So why are we keeping you awake? I still haven't figured out that chant yet. You ain't gonna get no sleep because of me, because we didn't get any sleep because of y'all. I don't understand where that comes from. Hey, Comedy, how you doing?
We didn't get no sleep because of y'all. So you ain't gonna get no sleep because of me. So you ain't gonna get no sleep because of me. Yo, we don't get no sleep because of y'all. Yo, we don't get no sleep because of me. Hey, we don't get no sleep because of y'all. So you ain't gonna get no sleep because of me. Y'all ain't loud enough, guys. Y'all ain't loud enough. That's all you got. Use the voice that God gave you. Let's get it. We didn't get no sleep because of y'all. So you ain't gonna get no sleep because of me. We don't get no sleep because of y'all. No, we don't get no sleep because of me. We don't get no sleep because of y'all. No, we don't get no sleep because of me. We don't get no sleep because of y'all.
You know, I'm really starting to question. So you mentioned the sleeping giant, but they also, people talk about the silent majority, but majorities that I keep seeing seem to be going the opposite direction that it should be. Unfortunately. What is going on? Ridgefield. Nothing in Ridgefield.
They're doing a sit-in and
Bear, what happened to you? Starts talking and then it cuts out. What the heck is this garbage? What do I mean? So like, so let's take, so when we talk about majority, I think about majority of population overall as a whole country. And when we talk about majority, that would be like the popular vote. Popular vote votes Democrat. And Trump won based on the electoral vote. So the different districts throughout the country, throughout the counties, might be largely red or Republican, and that's how he won those districts, that's how he won the states and everything. But the majority of the population has voted the other way. And so to me, it just seems like, it's scary, but it just seems to me that the majority of the population has this completely demented mindset. Why is this dude just showing a rap video? Okay, he's back on. Where are they at right now? Are they in the lobby of his apartment or something?
Hey, I think Jim wants some apple pie. Oh, the puppy! I saw the puppy. Wait, there was a 16-year-old kid just died. He got shot in North Portland.
What? You said a kid just got shot in North Portland?
Oh, puppy!
Oh yeah, I think somebody shared that image earlier. Yeah, it was on the Discord. Yeah, so if you take into account the oops. Hold on, let me see if I can figure out a way to.
Where is the humanity? Hate brings violence. They try to push fear to bring silence. I see blood and I feel anger. I can never be silent. Dead or alive, we can never be silent. I see fire taking businesses, gunfire taking lives. See, the country is on fire because we are divided. It's funny that we
I don't think I'll ever have to worry about copyright from this guy.
I didn't look at the story.
When we stand together, the whole world is gonna understand that no justice means no peace. However, the problem isn't just the police. It is the system of this
what else do we have?
corporation that we call America.
We're running out of.
Listen, it's time to
different streams. A lot of them that are showing are not even online. I don't know what happens to Bear. He keeps popping off. But yeah, so yeah, I'll pull this up real fast. I don't know why that's showing like that. So you can see how they voted in 2016. So Trump and Pence had 62 million, almost 63 million. So they lost by like 2 million as far as the popular votes go. But then you bring in like the Libertarian, that's 4 million. You bring in half the Libertarian right there, that brings them up to the winning the popular vote. And then you have the Green, that's another 1.4 million. And these other people I never even heard of. So this just shows that we're so much more of a two-party system, which is unfortunate. I think they should get rid of parties altogether. People should just run on their platforms. I think they're having sound issues there.
Single file line. Is that right? We're going that way? We're going that way? What you call this right here? Y'all marching with us? Hell nah. The fuck?
Yeah, but you can't judge a person based on the number of followers he has, because I follow some liberal people. I even follow MSN just to see what kind of bogus garbage that they're spitting out. Because if you don't stay open-minded enough to see what the other side is saying, then you will never grow. And if you stay stuck in a mindset of all you're listening to is one side, just because that one side seems to be right doesn't mean they're always right. And so I do like listening to the other side just to hear what they're saying. But just like what you see in a lot of these streams and everything, the streamers, what their dialogue is just so delusional. And it just gives you a bigger picture, because sometimes this like both sides of the media and whatnot are very biased, so helps paint the full picture of everything. Yeah, I get rid of the political parties, because too many people vote based on that political party. I didn't vote. I'll admit, I voted for Trump. I did not vote for Trump because he's a Republican. I voted for Trump because I didn't want Hillary in there. But again, I did not vote for Trump because I think he's the best choice our country has for president. I voted for him because I preferred him over Hillary.
got big man up here. Hold. Whoa. Oh my God. Your boss is here.
And I mean, I feel the same way about Trump today as I did when he was elected.
Trying to surround us, eh? We didn't even do it.
I might even have a little bit more respect for the guy than what I did when he was elected.
We're live in Oakland, California. We got the pigs following.
I know, best dude. There's the whole money thing, and maybe that's why these people are so for communism, against the whole Marxism thing, because the whole money thing. But in the end, that wouldn't be good for the city or for the country.
Black Lives Matter. Put that in your documents. You feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You all ugly. Oh my God. Woo! I wish y'all would touch me. I'm kicking one on your ass.
Bro, if you're a fucking woman, I need you to get fired up. Bro.
That looks like Portland down there with the BLM van. I truly believe Trump is untactful and idiotic he seems sometimes. He has, so far, I feel, been a blessing to the country. Like they say, well, you can't judge the stock market because that only benefits the rich, but how many jobs were added? I mean, everything was going well up until Democrats came up with this whole, or until this whole COVID thing.
Y'all have no fucking idea what it is like to be a black woman in this world. We are mad. We are fired. We are here to protect you, to protect black men, to protect black women, to protect black trans people, black non-binary, white trans.
And over the years, I've continued to try and pay more attention to politics and everything. Pay more attention to people's platforms. I mean, way back in the day, I voted for Clinton. I can't remember if I voted for Bush or not. I'll admit I voted for Obama first term. I did not vote for him the second term. So, like, people think I'm a Republican or whatnot because I voted for Trump. They might think I'm a Trump follower or whatever, but that's not the case. I vote based on who I think will be a better option for the country. Joe, I totally agree. If he had more tact and everything, he would be much more popular. That's a big part of what. So Obama had several things in his favor. One, Obama was black in a society where we have this
Some more
pettiness for black people.
Some more dispatch just showed up.
Is there racism out there? Yes, racism. There's racism out there every which way.
Tonight, y'all. Tired.
And it's unfortunate, but it's not just whites against everybody else. There's every which way people throw racism out. So this whole racism card is bogus because you have it everywhere. But he had the fact that he was black, so you had a lot of people having the feeling. I mean, he almost got voted in, but you would say for pity. People pitied him being black, saying, "Oh, let's rise up to black people by voting in a black man." But he also had like charisma, and that's probably one of the bigger things that got him going is his charisma.
You're welcome, Jill. Thanks for tuning in.
Because nobody seemed to pay attention to his policies. I mean, people want to say all this stuff about Trump, but nobody wants to mention
Are these the ones that had the bikes last night?
the gun running down on the border that he and Holder and them were responsible for. Nobody wants to talk about Benghazi. Nobody wants to talk about so much of the stuff that he was responsible for. Yeah, I realized my mistake after the first time. A New York stream? I haven't seen a New York one. Let me look around and see what I can find.
All right, well, I guess we're marking.
Sorry, I'm missing you guys in Discord.
Again.
Thanks for the heads up.
Okay, Donna, I
Let's
see you.
see, what else do we have?
What time is it right now?
Yeah, the drone attacks, what, like in Syria or something? Wasn't it in Syria? Oh. Let me know if you guys know of any New York streams. I'll throw a New York stream up there if I can find one.
Yeah, y'all go tell Jazz I said happy birthday.
Always look when other people are filming.
My bad.
But yeah, I mean, like, people want to paint stuff, like issues and everything, whether it be racism, politics, whatever, as a black and white thing. I mean, I'm not talking about ethnicity, black and white. I'm just talking about black and white, one way or the other. But that's totally not the case, and people don't want to put forth the time and effort because everybody's got ADHD from growing up watching Power Rangers and whatnot. That they don't want to like delve into it, dive into it, and realize that there's so many different factors that are involved. What are they jamming to? I don't hear anything. The Halo Space has muted their microphone or something? They don't want to share? They're dancing again. What's with them dancing at these protests too? Like it's a party. Minnesota. Do we got any Minnesota streams?
There's no curfew, and we're blocking traffic in an area that it's irrelevant.
I'm not seeing any Not seeing anything New York.
Well, we circled back and we gained about twice as many people. There's definitely a lot more protesters out here now. So I guess the word is spreading slowly.
Did the rain let up in DC? You see Andy Knows Twitter? He said that security at the condo called police, but nobody has showed up. Honestly, I hope they don't show up.
How's my camera work, guys? Am I doing a good job with just my hands?
What is going on in Camas? Oh, we got a gun in Camas.
Okay.
That's a really silly question, though, because what we're asking for is not to not have cops at all. We're asking to get rid of the whole system that's here, put funding into people who can train jobs for very specific causes, so it's not cops responding to mental crisis issues and escalating. It's professionals who are professional mental
there's so much in
crisis.
politics that
They
are
will take
stupid.
load off of cops,
Like,
and then
you look
bring
at
cops
all these.
to
I mean,
a
that's why
different kind of
policies
training
fail
that's
so much. That's why they
nonviolent,
can't get nothing done.
and give them
Because they want to throw stuff
hire
in
people
there.
with actual degrees, a more credible
I forget the term
We're
off the
talking
top
about
of my head.
dismantling a system that protects
They want to throw stuff in there, all these little deals that have absolutely nothing to do with the whole policy is
They're
that they have
training in
written.
this racist system that's already here.
That's what happened to the whole, even most recently to the whole,
There's more white people
the
in
latest
this world than black people.
COVID assistance system, or the COVID assistance
In danger
plan.
and in fear of their lives from cops.
The Democrats had all kinds of stuff thrown in there that was completely irrelevant to COVID.
Side, and now they're cheering.
But both sides do that. And it's stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, poor
because
face.
cops have been high-fiving patriots all day. They give murderers water and tell them good job.
They give murders?
Yes.
When is a cop? Has any of these cops shot anybody here today?
Not today.
I have honestly, I think only once in my life ever heard of a time when a Camas or a Washington police officer had to discharge their firearm. And that was the time the guy.
Pork
So then why
politics,
does anybody need
yeah.
them? Why are you here with
Because
one?
there's that one time you need it. What, hypothetically,
So we all should just be walking around with guns.
if you want to.
And that would make a peaceful world.
There's another
So
term
more
for
guns, if we all
I
had
just
guns,
cannot
this
think of the
world will
name
be
of it.
peaceful.
Let's put it this way. Are you going to walk up to someone and insult them and possibly attack them or whatever if you were fear that they might have a pistol in their pocket?
I just did, and you have yours right here, and I'm standing
No, you're
right
not
here.
attacking me. We're having a conversation.
Right.
I'm saying attack. Like, would you physically attack them, or would you try and rob them, or would you come up and kick their dog?
So, with your theory, everyone should walk around with guns.
If they choose to. If they are allowed
That's interesting.
to. The guy in Wisconsin, let me drop up some fact on you. The guy in Wisconsin who got shot in the bicep, he had a pistol. There are pistol photos of him with the pistol in his hand.
And you see that how that worked for him. He was really protected, and that de-escalated.
Keep waiting for
things.
somebody to blow their engine, revving their car up.
AR-15 shot him.
Right.
He was a prohibited possessor. Do you know what prohibited possessor means? He was a criminal. He had a criminal record.
Well, so was
and
the kid, because the kid couldn't
was
have a
not
gun
no,
anyways.
the
He
kid
had
was
the
not
gun
a criminal.
illegally.
The kid was not a criminal.
The kid had a gun illegally and crossed straight
The
lines.
kid
with
technically
it.
was a criminal.
That made him a criminal. That's
No.
a federal offense.
He did not have.
That's
any
not a
record
federal
on him.
offense. That's a misdemeanor.
Okay, the guy who had the pistol.
That he didn't have
Like a pre-existing record.
Yeah.
The guy with
But you
Prior
don't know that.
is what she was saying.
But the thing is you don't really know that because the guy's a minor, and minor records aren't released to the public. So you really have no way of knowing
Minor
that.
records aren't
You
released
really
to
have
the
no
public.
way of knowing
Well,
let me finish what I'm saying.
They knew about a speeding ticket,
The
right?
guy who was shot in the bicep, who had the pistol, he had a criminal record, and he had his license taken away already, meaning he could not legally
Breaking off in Oakland.
carry or.
A little bit.
Oh shit!
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
What? How many killers on the payroll?
What's my Discord? Let's see. My Discord that I don't use. I need somebody that's smart with Discord to pretty up my Discord. Oh, I found like the invites. There we go.
We're not gonna take it.
I'm good, bro.
See if this works.
Not the puppy.
That's my Discord, but I'm never on there. I'm usually on Portland Andes.
We not retreating. We keeping it pushing. Everybody else is up there. We're not
You can send me stuff. You can DM me stuff through Discord. You can DM me through Twitter. You can DM me through. You can email me anazan@anazan.com.
anymore.
Lots of different ways.
Nah, they only snatch the people who are being held out of pocket.
A terrorist in England ran over people with a truck, killed many people. He didn't have a gun. It's not necessarily the gun. The gun is an inanimate object. The gun does one of two things. It functions or it fails. That is all it
So
does.
if we put funding into programs for mental health and to address these issues that cause, if humans are the problem and not guns the problem, then why don't we put more funding into things that can make humans better humans?
I wholly support mental funding.
Because force and violence don't make humans better humans.
No, but unfortunately sometimes...
Force and violence don't make humans.
I completely
But
agree with you. We should have mental health facilities that are better than what we have now. But unfortunately, some people...
isn't that what they're doing every night?
It's a horrible thing to say. It's a horrible thing to think about. But it just comes down to those times when it just has to happen. There have actually been multiple times where a police officer has deployed a taser and pepper spray against a suspect and it didn't do anything. If somebody's on drugs, a taser can actually fail. Pepper spray can fail. All kinds of things can happen.
Does can't send messages on the Discord?
So that's when higher trained professionals, yes, that would be a situation. You're
Like
bringing in the most extreme situations. When
oops,
cops
I
come
hit
in,
the
like
wrong
it's the
button.
most extreme
Didn't wanna
situation
do
for
that.
every single thing, even when it's not.
And
And the
the
first
random
thing they do is
chit-chat or
shoot.
the general stuff?
No, they do
When
not.
you're, well, you're right. Not every time. Only when you're a person of color.
The number one police call is usually domestic violence. If you're coming into a domestic violence situation, you don't know if it's screaming, fists, somebody's got a weapon, neighbor down the road calling the cops, whatever the hell's going on. So I know for a fact, if you were in that situation, you would not want to go into a situation like that unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you don't
Yeah, it's
know
the
if
same
somebody's
link.
gonna come out of the house with a gun. There has actually happened right here in Washougal behind the Safeway, where a guy unfortunately murdered his wife, I believe his sister-in-law, his dogs,
Let's see,
and then
what's
shot
permissions?
at the police officer when they responded. And then
Everyone,
burned the house down
permissions
within
sync
him
with
in and
general
after he shot
stuff.
himself. Or before he shot himself.
And the police and their guns were helpful then, weren't they?
At that situation, that's all they could do. Hide behind the car and wait. If you don't have a gun in that kind of situation, you're just a target. You're a soft target.
Everyone has general
All
permission.
right. Well, thank you for having a conversation.
Check the
At least
roles.
trying to have some dialogue, giving some viewers your point of why you're carrying this weapon, and
You got the thin blue line on it. I like
with
that.
ultimately people should carry more guns, right?
No, not necessarily.
I will be the first person to
honestly believe,
acknowledge that I don't think that people should be walking around with rifles like that.
Right.
No, none of these idiotic protesters are doing any of that, and so I don't understand why somebody feels the need to come out there and kind of flex their muscle with an assault rifle. If they want to come out with a concealed weapon, whatever, to use as their self-defense, fine. But
and that's it.
I really don't understand the purpose of the assault rifle.
But I don't have a gun and I've been in 0 confrontations, so you're 1 for 0.
You know why? Because I walked up on a guy
with a gun.
A woman's face. No, he did not have. As far as I knew, he did not have a gun, but he threw her.
Like, I understand it, but they have the right to do that. I mean,
It wouldn't have mattered if I had this.
and so I mean, they can do all they want, but I don't think standing out there with rifles is like appropriate
I'm not trying to figure out
response, I guess.
I'm trying to learn all this stuff. I'm right down the I live here.
Yeah, since people are blue, he's standing up for
Just
people who
having it
are
out
blue.
visible is like just a
What
flex.
does that mean? Tell me that.
Police wise.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You're on my side. Good. I don't know. I don't like seeing people like against the police. We need them. So good. Thank you, sir.
Oh, absolutely.
What's your name?
And just so you know, BLM isn't against police, as they're against police brutality and racism.
Yeah, I think I read this one
So there's
where he said he was working as a
I
lifeguard.
don't know of racism being here, but I'm
Really?
well,
Oh
yeah,
my
no, I
God.
have black kids. Okay? my niece married in. I mean, like I was
Right.
born in.
But
St.
this
John.
town is full of
Like,
them. It really is. To
Well-
say you haven't seen it, I mean, maybe because
no,
you
no.
don't have to deal with it.
I'm 53 years
But-
old.
Oh, no, I
mean,
didn't
I'm
read this
really
whole-
glad.
27 years.
About the same.
Okay, in my 27 years,
Yeah.
I've had 60 plus foster kids,
Mhm.
and I've adopted 4. I've got 2 Cambodians that are right over there, and I've never seen it. When I first came here 27 years ago, I was a little concerned because where I came from, it's like it was a perfect mix. We came here and I was like, wow, there's like no black people. But
Well,
as
there's a
time has
reason
gone
for
by-
that. I mean, it's,
Well, no, it's an outer town that
I-
I've never experienced.
I have black friends
now it's mixed. Okay, well, we can hear your story afterwards.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear it. But what I'm telling you is, you can't tell me that I have experience because I haven't.
Right.
You know, I'm a 53-year-old man. Like I said, I've been through all these kids. I came out of a place where it was like 50-50. So my family in Portland, and all of a sudden this is all going on. And I'm just going.
But you
"Whoa,
don't
this
drive
is
through town and
crazy."
see Nazi flags on people's houses
No,
and
I'm
cars
not.
like I do?
No. Like,
Oh, I've seen plenty of them here in town.
Point one out because I've never seen that.
Maybe I should start a map of
Maybe you
houses
should,
that
yeah,
have their
like-
Nazi
yeah,
flags.
yeah. The Confederate flag.
I'm talking about.
No, peace. Take it to the... Say it again. Yeah?
Leading the night marches, but they do the morning marches in Seattle.
Nice.
So now they're leading night march here in DC. And then I like that.
See, she's trying to steer the conversation instead of it being a open and a dialogue.
I really appreciated her speech she did over at
She's trying to steer it. She's trying to bait him into an answer.
You don't drive through town and see Nazi flags on people's houses and cars like I do?
No.
Oh, I've seen plenty of them here in town.
Point one out because I've never seen that.
Maybe I should start a map of
Maybe you
houses
should,
that
yeah,
have their.
Panda, I would love for you.
Yeah.
Please start that map because I would love to
I'm
see this
talking about-
map. I have not seen. It's having connections issues out there.
But you don't drive through town and see
Oh, unless
Nazi
she ended it.
flags on people's houses and cars like I do?
No.
Oh, I've seen plenty of them here in town.
Point one out because I've never seen that.
Maybe I should start a map of
Maybe you
houses
should,
that have their Nazi
yeah,
flags.
the Confederate flag.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, she ended. But yeah, she's trying to push and trying to get them to like acknowledge it. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
All cops are back.
I know, right? And see, and that so what really drew me into watching the streams, so my first experience of watching these streams was actually with Villain Phoenix. I don't know how, somehow, I think he popped up on Twitch or something. Somehow I found him on Twitch, and I started watching him. This was after he was in Portland, and he was downtown interviewing people. And I really enjoyed the way he interviewed people, because he wouldn't jump straight off the bat and ask them questions that they didn't really want to answer. He would ask them questions. Hey, how's it going out here? What you doing out here and everything? And like get them to feel comfortable talking to him, because most of them didn't want to talk to him. And they would get into conversation with him. And once they're in conversation, then he would slowly work in the tougher questions. And usually, and that's why he got ran out of there, because as he worked into those tougher questions, it became more obvious that most of the people out there had no clue what they were doing out there. They had no clue what they were protesting or anything. They were just out there, and they would just give a broad answer. And that's what most people want to do. How's Trump racist? Oh, because he is. He does racist stuff. The kids at the border. Okay, all that stuff was happening before Trump was elected. So, next question. Oh, wait, same question. How is he racist? And everybody wants to throw it out there. He's racist. Well, everything I see Trump doing says the complete opposite. He did. He got chased out of town for it. Because everybody was getting called out. They were realizing that they were all idiots. And it was hurting them. And that's what they do with everybody. They run them out because it hurts their narrative. I mean, even the news media, who practically writes for them, they chase them out.
I am, yes. Forgot to add that to the description. I'll pin it soon that I'm in Washington,
What the
D.C.
heck is that? Who was that woman way back in the day that had the tail? Just a black woman. Was that from, what was that from? Was that from Conan? Where is that at? Grace Jones, yes. That's from Conan, right? Wasn't it? Is that Grace Jones out there basically getting dollars in Seattle?
We just lost the whole back line. There's no back line. No back. No bikes in the back.
I actually called out. What was that? What happened there?
We got 10 minutes left and then we can go.
Not like there was a bang. That guy looked back and then everybody started moving. Let me get back to Discord, see if I can figure out what's going on with this.
course. Say what?
There we go. Maybe it's fixed now. Denton, Texas. Taking a rest up in Seattle or Oakland, down in Oakland. Oh, there we go.
All right, so we have SWAT coming up on us with an APC.
Thank you, Crip.
All right, we good.
I think I might have fixed my Discord channel, so I think people can like post in there now. Let me fix a link issue. Let me fix that.
I can't see anything now.
That's why I need a smart person to manage my Discord, because I don't know.
This is why people standing on the street getting fucking gas. This is why we're fucking protesting. The police are fucking terrified. When people say they're fucking opinions.
That's weird. I don't know why I didn't.
That's why. That's why we're fucking being gassed right now.
Must be an M-bot. The Mimi bot thing. Let me see if I can pull that up. Hey, Red, no problem.
I'm fucking going into my own fucking property. Turn on my fucking property. I'm on my fucking property.
Gosh dang.
Why am I ordering to go that way, bro? Fuck you! Get the fuck out of my fucking property! Go that way with him. Go that way.
Yes.
Fuck you! You wonder why we fucking don't like you guys? You're gassing us in our own fucking houses! In our own fucking houses! Yeah, fuck you! Thank you for your support! Fuck you, you alt-right motherfucker! Hey guys, fuck you! This is our fucking house! You're fucking gassing me in my fucking house! No! No! Fuck that shit! This is fucked up!
Back down!
Fuck you! If you guys fucking fucking have an ounce of decency, you'd understand this is fucked up. This is fucked up. I fucking live here. Children live here, and we're being gassed.
Convicted felon can make a gun in 15 minutes.
Right, so
why
it
is
looks
there
like
any
they're looking for somebody in
regulations
this alley over here.
whatsoever? No one can stop my knowledge.
My goggles are completely ineffective, by the way. Oh my goodness.
Well, I think the regulations are there to create the laws. That way, I mean, you can't
Anyway, we're live
really
in
stop
Denver,
people
we're
from
outside
doing
the 6th
whatever they
precinct.
want. A criminal's gonna do what a criminal wants to do. But
No,
if
it's
you
not fucking cool. None of this is
create a
fucking
law
cool.
on it, then you can hold the criminal accountable for doing it.
No one's fucking doing anything.
But if you don't have that law, then you can't. You don't have the laws, rules. You can't hold people accountable.
Do you understand
Why
Like if
we're
you have
fucking mad at the cops.
a rule for
Because
your
it's
kids
their
that they have to
shit.
be in by
It's
the,
their
when the
shit
street lights
you're
come
doing to
on.
us.
If you don't have that rule,
Please, for
you
the
can't
love
hold
of
them
fucking
accountable
God,
for not coming
anything
in
with
when the
decency.
street lights come on.
Do you
You have to create
understand
that
why
rule.
we're mad? Why this is fucking happening to us week after week for no
Denver
reason.
looks like they got
People are standing on the street
pepperballed.
and you gassed us in our homes. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
This guy's right. Listen to
So
him. That gas
I'm not
goes
sure
into
what
people's homes.
happened to the
We're
rest
not
of the
even
group.
fucking doing anything. Children
I
are
think
fucking
they
being gassed in our
might have
homes.
pushed them down.
Children, fucking
I'll
little
try to go reconnect
kids.
with them over there.
You understand that?
But there's two APCs right here, armored personnel carriers. This is SWAT and Denver Metro Task Force. Okay, so oh, my goggles did not work at all. Yeah. Anyway, we'll take donations for new goggles, so I can actually see where I'm walking, because that was fully ineffective. That's the word. Anyway, so I guess the protesters moved.
Yeah, there's pigs like hungry over there.
They are.
Wait, you about to start moving or what?
Alright, so the line is formed. There was some CS gas thrown back and forth. Two SWAT APCs at the end of the street over there. And then the rest of the group
Well,
of
Dub, that's where
protesters
a
at
whole
the end of
nother
the
law
street
comes
on
in.
Broadway.
The fact that you use it, so. But even if you don't use it, just making it, yeah, you have to make and possess it before you
I had
actually
a feeling these goggles
use it.
wouldn't work very well. That's alright.
So if you're found to be in possession
It's
of it
still open, right?
before you have that opportunity to use it, or that opportunity arises for using it.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Where are we at? Yeah, your donations are appreciated too, so we can buy the gear and equipment that we need to stay out here. And support independent media. Anyway, it wasn't a that great of a dispersal tactic, because the SWAT's leaving now. I'm sure they're probably gonna, I'm not sure. I'd assume they'd stage on the other side of the street as well and kind of do like a pincer move. They did give the protesters 15 minutes to vacate the area, and I think we're well past that time now. We have a police helicopter out with a spotlight on us as well. So I think we'll see the
That's weird.
so there's more reinforcements at the end of the street. There's more police coming in. And full battle rattle, you know, they're wearing everything. I couldn't, because of the gas, I couldn't get a good look at what the SWAT was carrying. I should have paid more attention.
Oh, there we go. I don't know why it is that name. Criminal statutes. Exactly. find the riot action. Well, the titles tonight. So, my intentions for last night and tonight were to mainly be specific on Washington D.C. I wasn't intending to stream events throughout the rest of the country. I was planning on taking the nights off, but then I decided to do the DC streaming specifically, and then I just get kind of pulled away into the other stream. So that's why my titles for last night, tonight say DC. Daniel, I totally agree, because if you're protesting at a closed building,
The canister hit this car.
who are
right
you
here.
protesting against? You're there to protest, but there's nobody there you're protesting against. The only reason the police are there is because you're there
So
threatening to
excuse them
damage
for parking
the
outside
property.
of their house, I suppose. It's kind
And
of a-
protesting at the police isn't what changes things. You want to protest, you have to protest against those who actually can make the changes. Those are the elected officials. Those are the ones that can make those
Denver
changes.
Metro Task Force is at the other side of the street.
And so that just
you
shows
saw me
you,
get
by all
gassed.
this protesting at the police departments,
my
and they're causing
equipment
the
is not very
destruction there,
effective.
this isn't about
Well, my
them wanting
respirator
to
works,
actually
but my
make true
goggles,
change. This is
they
just
don't have
about
enough
them
of the seal.
wanting to go
So
forth
that
and
really
cause
sucks.
destruction and cause a
But
disturbance.
I'm gonna stick it out and stay out. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have a booze. Oh, you will. I need some saline, or not saline, but eyewash, or wipes.
Let's see. Let's turn this off. There we go. Griff, I believe I fixed the Discord chat issue. I wouldn't say more than likely you're getting the death penalty for murder, because there's a lot of people out there that aren't on death row for murder. Obviously, you have a chance of the death penalty, but more and more states are doing away with the death penalty, so it's more of a life in prison. But I've also seen a lot of them where people commit murder and they're 10, 15 years and they're out.
All right, trying my best to get a better seal. Let's see how this works.
And then on top of that, it depends on the circumstances, because you got the different degrees of murder. You have the intention part of
At
it.
the end of the street there as well.
Do I think that the felons shouldn't be able to possess a weapon?
Alright, so you can see
Should be an
SWAT
across-the-board
at the end of
thing?
the street. It looks like
No,
they're
not
gearing up,
necessarily.
so that's an APC,
Because I think it should be based on what the felon
Call them
is,
rhinos and
what the felon,
the
what
army.
the conviction is over.
Um,
If you're convicted of tax evasion or something like that, or you have some felony like that, a
they usually
non-violent
like to pick like a parallel
felony,
block and stack up.
I don't think that should prevent you
and
from
I
at
gotta
least
just do a bull rush.
owning a
Launch lot of
handgun for
CS
your own
gas and
protection.
smoke grenades, and then just
I can't speak for the
first we
1950s,
move
I'm not sure.
forward. All right, here comes another one.
Yeah, what they're calling these things is protests nowadays. It's just a cover for mild rioting. and disturbances. And that's where they need to go back to and say, hey, look, we want to recognize your right to free speech, but you need to go through the steps. You need to file a permit to do this, and you have to have this path of going through. That way it can be all carefully coordinated and managed instead of just this free-for-all full of destruction.
So it's like they're about to do a
Yeah, see,
little
Dub,
show
so,
for us.
like, intent to sell weed, I don't see that as, like, I don't see that as a violent
Also,
crime.
guys, please follow
And so,
Ahmad Media
for somebody
so
to
you can see when we go
not be
live.
able to possess a
always out
handgun
here.
down the road, whatever,
Try to stay out here
because
as long
they
as I
have a
can.
felony
We appreciate your support.
for attempting or intent to sell
We
weed,
welcome all opinions.
I don't agree with that.
We won't block
If their
you for
crime
disagreeing.
involves robbery,
I'll
some
tell
type
you
of
the
physical
rules.
or violent
But anyway, yeah.
offense,
make
felony
sure you
assault or
follow
something
us.
like that, then
We
yes,
appreciate it.
then I think
Your
their
support is
right
what
to
keeps us going,
possess
keeps us going to
a gun
Portland,
legally
Kenosha, Washington,
should
D.C.
be effective.
And enough about that, because it's about to get real. So, the protesters are still at the corner over here.
Yep.
What they usually do is they also like to
Colon
form up
cancer.
on another block behind, and as I
Make sure you
said,
get
kinda
yourself
do a
checked, boys.
Get everybody grouped up.
Actually,
But in
with,
Portland, what they did was they'd come
I
from
believe,
all different blocks.
what is it, with males
and
it's
then
like
push the
50,
protesters down
but I
different
think for
side
black males,
streets,
I think black males,
which broke
I thought I read,
up the
is
main
it-
group.
is it
and
colon
then
cancer or is it
nobody
different,
could really
or
rally together, so
pancreatic cancer?
that was
I
one of
believe
the more
blacks,
effective tactics
one of the type
that
of
I saw
cancers,
over in Portland.
they have a higher,
But also,
higher
it was
chance
a little bit
of
more wild out there than
getting
in
it.
Denver right now. Also, they think that we can hear his loudspeaker or whatever he's using, but nobody can hear what he's saying. Like, I have no idea what he's saying on the megaphone.
I'm trying to find some more streams. A lot of these went offline. Oh, prostate.
I love the smell of CS gas in the morning, right?
Why is that one still showing up there? Yeah, he died of colon cancer. It wasn't prostate. I was just trying to remember what the cancer is that black males tend to have more, that they have to get checked earlier than normal. But I was thinking colon cancer, where you have to start getting checked like at age 50. But one of them, for black males, they have to start getting. It's recommended they start getting checked earlier, but I couldn't remember what it was.
I was gonna walk over there and get some footage before they come this way anyway. and see if I can
Gunshot cancer.
get a little footage of these guys. I think Denver Metro Task Force and then SWAT.
That is true.
Who we had some brief interactions with just a little bit ago.
That's the fallacy we live in, because they are
but yeah,
doing
I mean,
this march, doing this big
into these people's homes, you know,
BLM march
houses.
across the country,
They
this
got kids in there who
protest,
can't breathe,
violence,
so I mean, maybe not the best
and they talk about
form of crowd
unarmed
control.
killing of black men. And you do some research on how many actually are unarmed killings. 14 in 2019.
Alright, so pepper ball.
Cone the dome.
That guy's loaded with CS gas on his tactical vest right in front of us.
I don't know if I saw that one. I might have. But 14 people were listed as being unarmed black, and this is males and females.
I've had a few run-ins with these guys
2019.
before. Denver Metro Task Force.
Of those 14, at least 2 of them were in vehicles, moving their vehicle when police
this
were
is
attempting to
Washington
make contact with them. They were either trying
I
to
think 17th, yeah.
run them over or trying to escape, run them over while trying to escape. You had a woman with a gun that was pointed
We're
at the
live in
window.
Denver, Colorado
It was an unfortunate
right now, outside
event
Denver 6th Precinct
because
Police Station.
they were called for a
group
the
of
door was open or
protesters
whatever
are
at
on
the
the other
residence,
block
and
behind
rather
us.
going to the front door,
This is
checking,
Denver
they were
Metro
like
Task
moving
Force
around.
and Denver SWAT as well.
I know, right, Comedy?
So there's
But
definitely
many of
the
many of the crimes, or many of the so-called unarmed deaths,
smoke grenades going
also
out.
include individuals that were in the process of committing a crime, those that were fighting with police, physically fighting with police, attempting to take their weapons. So just because they're not armed at the time they're killed, doesn't mean that they weren't attempting to become armed.
Yeah.
Losing all my dreams.
Where else, man?
And then the whole
Tennessee?
I mean, they're literally like my
Tennessee in
children.
the house?
Their very first response to anything, regardless if they even know any of the circumstances. And the video of
It's the wax
the
museum, yo.
rib people
Totally
even
forgot
just
that this
showed
was
that
here.
where the woman starts filming, doesn't even know what's going on. She just sees the feds pull up, and she's immediately claiming they didn't do anything. She has no clue what the feds are pulling up for. She doesn't even know what that vehicle is, but she's sitting there claiming they didn't do anything. And that's how everything works nowadays. They just sit there and claim that nobody did anything when it's plain as day.
Okay, guys. We see the snack band from Portland out here as well.
And I'm not saying that rap music makes everybody want to go out, pick up a gun and go out there and shoot somebody. But I think the image that it portrays, the videos, probably more the videos than the actual songs themselves, puts mindsets in these kids of making it look cool to flash their guns, to have a gun, to flash their gun, to act tough and everything. And to have no respect for police and have no respect for others. I think it
Look, guys,
develops that
Snack Band
mindset.
from Portland is here.
Hey, Reflex, I fixed that.
I'm like, what?
Hey guys, we are out here. You know how we are. It's diversity tactics, and we're going to be seeing some floor today.
I mean, I've been out on many ride-alongs with law enforcement. I've seen the stuff they go through. I've seen the confrontations they have. I've had confrontations in positions I've held that are minor compared to a lot of what they deal with. And that's what turned me off from continuing on a career for law enforcement, because I knew mentally I wouldn't put up with it and I would shoot somebody. My tolerance level when I first joined the military like tanked. Yeah, and like I guess I shouldn't say rap as a whole, because there is rap out there that doesn't incite violence or incite disrespect and everything. Oh, Denver's getting lit up again.
Watch out behind, brother. Get out that club, because we got a wet nasty out. Share, get this out, share! Oh, so this is a restaurant here.
Hey Dubs, you might want to recheck that one. There was one as recent as 2017.
God damn.
No, there's only been about 5 in the last 15 years, but a lot of them the killings are out to be justified. There's actually officers in Texas, I believe, right now that are awaiting trial for killing an unarmed person. Look up Lowell Hauser, Chicago.
Ooh.
Oops.
Dude, this cloud is just fucking massive.
Yeah, look, it's following us too.
Can't fucking get away from it. Holy shit.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
A little bit of a crowd in DC, but they're rained out for the most part. Dude's walking around with a looks like a saw
mask I have here
in DC.
Organic.
Got a saw unloading curbs in the middle.
Once it got going, like this mask just didn't do shit, and it actually felt like it.
No.
trapped
I
the
haven't seen
tear
anything else.
gas in there and made it worse. Like the breaths
Denver,
I was getting
they're
out of
getting
that
hit up.
right
I don't know
before
where they're at
pulled
in
it
Denver.
off were some of the worst. It's all in my eyes.
Go in. I'm good.
Yeah, and that's why, like, I will share my opinions. I mean, just like
You don't want to smell that, I'll tell you
just
that.
like with the Kyle Rittenhouse case. I mean, what I share right now with Kyle Rittenhouse is all based on opinion, and I could be completely wrong on it. And so, in the end, you wouldn't find out what happened.
Well, that was fucking intense. So let's see how the follow-up is.
Yeah, she was she convicted already? Amber Geiger. She was found guilty of murder.
I don't even know if... Like gas? There's not really cops that way. It's pretty gassy down that way, though. What?
She got 10 years for that.
Why? What happened?
Which I think that's kind of light, but that's just me.
Oh shit, I just touched my fucking eyes like a dumbass. Can you give me a water? Dude, this mask did fucking jack shit for that fucking gas.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle has a lot of connections to Kenosha. I mean, it's a bigger, it's a larger town than what he lives in, I believe, and it's only 20 minutes away. So being across state lines is irrelevant. If you're familiar with Portland area, you got Vancouver, it's right across the bridge. It's a different state. She was convicted last October.
Hey, you said a bicycle and a motorcycle?
But yeah, so I mean, I share my opinion. I mean, I was under the impression that the first victim in Kenosha threw a Molotov cocktail, and then as more videos and stuff came out, I learned it wasn't a Molotov cocktail. It was a bag. It was a core water bag. Now, I don't know if it had any waters in it. The images I saw looked like it had other type of
Police had
items in it, but it didn't look like there was waters in it. But I have no problem with people correcting me if I'm wrong about something.
Like, wow, the
Just
size
show
of
me
that
show
cloud
me
of tear
where I'm
gas
wrong.
just
People come
blew
out and say, "Oh, you're
anything
wrong," and it's
from
just
the
based on
beginning
hearsay or
or
based
the
on
end of
something that
May out
MSN
of
or something
fucking
says.
water.
Then I won't go for that. Show me where the evidence, the video evidence, or whatever. It's like they argue about the whole knife thing with Jacob Blake.
You good, brother?
I doubt. I mean, they found the knife and they say, "Oh, they found the knife in the car." Well, it was on the floorboard. He probably dropped it when he was shot.
Double streaming over here.
Okay. That's it.
It was probably probably one of those people he was with was likely who owned the gun. He probably had more than one, and Kyle was probably using it.
Yeah, I got a supply car right around the corner. That way I don't have to keep a million things on me.
It's possible, and that'll probably come out as well, because they would have taken blood samples of him when he was transported to the hospital. So if he had anything in his system, that will come out as well. So there's a lot of details to both the Jacob case and the Kyle case that haven't been released, that unless they release them to the public, we won't see until trial, or see or hear about till trial, unless they're leaked.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on with the way they're communicating. Share this stream out. I'm guessing they're about to advance again.
So the only part that I question of what happened, what was going on, is what we were looking at early this morning about what happened when from the gas station to the auto body shop.
When Denver says no justice, no peace, they mean it,
When we
y'all.
saw Kyle being chased by the first victim. Blake's dad's a Muslim. He called out to Allah when he was doing his speech. He's a protester also. He said Black Power. He went up there and went, gave the fist and said Black Power. Look at the video of his mom when his mom was being interviewed by the one MSN reporter. She apologized to Trump and that she respected him. That didn't go well for them.
Is that regular traffic stuck behind all those police cars?
They did come out and say that his self-defense claim was based off he was protecting property, but I don't think that is a defense there for Wisconsin for self-defense.
That's a shitty place to be.
Yeah, that's true, Daniel.
Jeez, that black truck has some bright ass fucking lights on it, yo.
I wonder what's going on in DC because they're all standing, a lot of them are standing there looking down the street. There's a bunch of police activity down there and an ambulance just went down there. Yeah, that's why I was, Griffin, that's why I was looking into the law previously. I stated the code for it earlier, the Wisconsin law. There's also a lot of states for the self-defense, they have to be in possession of the weapon legally, which the Wisconsin law doesn't state that.
This is Lieutenant Canino with the Denver Police Department. This assembly is in violation of 3861, damaging and destruction of public property. You must disperse. Failure to disperse will subject each of you to arrest and prosecution. If you remain, reasonable and necessary force may be used to remove you. I'm ordering you to move
Okay, I'll look that up.
east or west.
Can you send that to me, Dub, if you have that?
Exit the area. Lieutenant Canino with the Denver Police Department. This assembly is in violation of 3886, obstruction of streets and other passage lanes. You must disperse. Failure to disperse
Yeah, please hit that share button, guys. Get this out. It's about to go down here in the streets of Denver.
Kyle needed
There's
to be
another truck
18
over here that just
for
rolled
Wisconsin.
up.
He didn't necessarily need a gun
have
because he was open carrying it,
just a couple
or a
motorcycle cops
permit
down
because he
there.
was open carrying it, but he did need to be 18 to possess it. Crispy Sub shared that earlier in the Portland Andy Discord.
If that's not excessive force, if that's not a fascist way of looking at it, what's the opposite of anti-fascist? Nothing. What is wrong with y'all? Who raised y'all? Right, who raised you? Some privileged ass white folks.
Smash that share button, guys. 4 minutes until DPD forces a dispersal, and who knows what's going to happen after that. All chaos is going to ensue, I can tell you that. It's going to be fucking nuts. Denver police aggression has been consistently met with property damage to city property. So I imagine things are about to get pretty wild. If it hasn't been done so already, could someone please post this stream to woke.net?
They already have your stream. Johnny Danger's crying tonight, I wonder?
And guess what, America? Yeah, they do. Actually, check this out, Chris. Check this out.
Thanks, Dub. I got it. Any scanners you guys want to listen to tonight? Didn't really see any like Denver scanners other than the fire department. Portland says they don't have one. BC doesn't have one.
Oh, it looks like we have Proud Boys on the backside.
Ooh, they got Proud Boys there in Denver.
Is it Proud Boys?
This could be interesting.
Proud Boys, buddy.
Let's go, come on, let's go.
They're definitely coordinating with the police.
Let's bring the whole North Show. Let's bring everybody.
They're definitely coordinating with the police. Let me move this one up there. We got Denver across the middle. Put Portland on the bottom. I'll see if I can find another DC one to put up top. Commercials, commercials, commercials.
Where
Oops.
Questions about the payload when it's classic.
Things are about to get crazy now.
We do, and they based on a couple of different things. Satellite might be. Improve United States Department of Defense one of the many departments.
Yeah. It's sad that anybody got caught up in this madness, but it's sad that, I mean, it's even worse that it was a young kid that got caught up in the first, I guess, real shots fired. I mean, there was shots fired, but this is the first one that really kind of took off.
Cowboy group is looking to circle around on the protesters on the other side of the building, it looks like.
Sounds good. You know, while we're out here, we're not just doing live streams, we're also following on Twitter, putting out updates that way. And we also have been also some progress via video. We've got a couple remote cameras out at nearby Launch Complex 34, which is famous for being the site of the Apollo events. And we've got a couple, and that is right next to the Delta event. We got some remote cameras out there.
I got the Denver Fire Medical streaming.
We also have some extra cameras here at the press viewing site. Which is
I didn't see any for police or law enforcement.
Right next
Denver.
to the station. But we will be, of course, posting all of that on NASASpaceflight.com and our social media handles. So
Hold on one sec.
look out for that.
I am live streaming. I don't know what the best route would be right now. I would. I don't know.
But if you have any questions about the rocket,
So now they got a DJ in Portland. I'm telling you, like, these aren't protests. When you're out there throwing a party with DJs and bands and everything, it's not a protest. It's a party.
So what's seen here is the backside of the Cowboys.
How's the
group.
sound on it? You guys hear it okay?
from Cape Canaveral this weekend, both playing for Sunday, one Sunday morning.
You may turn it up a little.
Then on the other side of this group is the police, and then on the other side is the protesters. Do you know if the protesters are still on the other side of the police or if they've marched on?
They've marched on.
And they probably have a group of police following them too, huh? Yeah.
And that's why I asked the cop. I said, why would you chase that group off and allow this group to assemble?
Well, it's clear they're working
bump it
together,
up a little bit more.
it seems, because they had 5 minutes to disperse, and then like right about 30 seconds before the time was up, here come the Proud Boys. That was just all too convenient.
Right. I'm definitely calling that shit out. Like I'm here to just
right. I mean, I'm just here to document. I'm just seeing utter craziness tonight.
That's just absurd.
I mean, this is almost like a small version of what's been going on in Portland, because I mean, the aggression from the police started up when they shook the fence. So it's like shake the fence, and then that's kind of where it starts off.
And that will be the latest Starlink mission. And then if that goes well, SpaceX will turn their attention just a couple miles south, where they will launch a very interesting and very exciting mission.
I don't know what's going on with that launch. It just stays on the commercial.
Is everybody, right?
And that launch is actually going to
We'll get out after the action gets out, right?
If it's going to a polar orbit, why is it launching from Cape Canaveral? And that is because...
Oh, did you get tear gas down there?
No, I caught some whiffs of pepper.
Oh, I got in the middle of that big cloud. It just swarmed up like so fast. Right? Definitely hear that. I mean, I'll throw the camera down in a heartbeat if somebody's hurt and I can help out. A lot of times, just depending on the situation, I carry a medic bag too.
That's combat.
There we go.
Fuck yeah.
Enabling polar launches.
Yeah, I think I'm about to start doing the same. I mean, with all the shootings that are going on at these
AOC's
events,
apartment? I don't know where she lives.
It's not difficult to catch a straight bullet, And I got front, back, and side. I just, I'm gonna have to go up to the mountains and do some running with that shit on probably. I'm a heavy smoker, so like a block in that shit, I'll probably be like, all right, call me an ambulance. I'm done.
You want to follow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Turning to land at landing zone 1. Also, if you want to keep it up,
trying to like
miles south of this launch pad. So that would be a spectacular show. That left off is scheduled for around 7 p.m. Eastern time here.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was out there with them.
New project, and can get, I can get the 2-phone action, and yeah. Get a nice gimbal and just put everything on the gimbal, the GoPro, the DSLR, the phone.
And we hope that you'll keep tuning in over the weekend. It's a very busy weekend. We've also got some SpaceX testing down in Boca Chica coming up as soon as...
I had a little handheld scanner, but it got to the point where I couldn't even pick anything up.
The real question is, where is everyone ultimately heading towards?
So we'll be keeping an eye on that.
I like to keep my supply car close by, I mean,
my phone's not charging up here.
When things just go so south that you need to jump in and get the fuck up out of there.
No earlier than
we are back.
Right after the Falcon 9 southbound 1. So all great.
What you guys think about what's going on tonight?
And we will be bringing you live coverage so keep tuning in and keep up with all of the latest happenings in Space Force.
Just got a couple of head shakes there. No comment.
Go for it. Let's do it.
So let's see what we have going on here. Appear to be
relaying questions and
on the backside of. Is that
going
police or the Proud Boys?
So really quickly, if everyone in chat will let us know the status.
Mix of
stream, the audio acceptable and whatnot. We're trying something new for the first time today. We have both Christy and
there we go. Wasn't plugged, became unplugged. Now my phone's charging.
Without an audio delay. So let us know if everything's good. It looks like it is. The audio is not going to be perfect. The disadvantage of this is that we don't have we can't use a really fancy mic, but it sounds like it's acceptable. everything y'all are doing. Thank you, Ben. I think you're referring to our live stream in Israel. We're definitely going to keep that around.
Yeah, Portland's pretty bad too. It's grown quite a bit.
Yes, we appreciate the support. Holy Space Industries big supporter stream. Coffee money to Chris and comments. They're going to deserve it, especially with.
Hey, brother, do you know which way the protester group went? Do you know which way the protester group went?
I have no idea. These militia guys
You
took
just
it over.
you go downtown, you just see people
Yeah, I got
tripping on
separated
drugs
trying
and
to get
everything
a
everywhere.
good shot of them coming in.
Kind of hunched over, kind of
yeah, just kept
flinging
getting pushed
themselves
back,
around.
the police rolling in.
Yeah,
I think they ended up headed out this way to get away from all the tear gas.
It definitely seems to be something going on this way.
Finally, Matt, thank you all for the support. We'll run through this test and also I am keeping track of your questions. So whenever a comment,
Helicopter's
just
not
want
shining a
your
light for
questions,
me to
ask
see.
me and I will relay them down to you.
I'm good for questions. How about you, Thomas?
Absolutely, I would love to.
Cool. So, first of all, Steven asked, is that a message?
Ah, great question. No, so this is not a message flare stack, but
A large group of cops went down this way. We'll see if that leads to anything, or if I end up just losing them since they're in car and I'm on foot.
Substance in its gaseous form.
They've turned all their lights off though.
The tanks of the south.
That was weird. They all did it like
at first we saw methane
at
first,
once.
that's
It looked
where they
like.
would shunt all of that methane to safely burn it off. The same is true for hydrogen. This is what we're built for. Hydrogen is very common to the first stage and down described like the second stage as propellant. So as you know, the hydrogen first burns off, safely comes away from the rocket and out to that first step.
And you guys happen to know which way the protest group went?
Over there,
All right, thanks, man.
Collect
All right.
the base of the rocket. So you will see huge hydrogen burn-off.
I'm not sure if they've dispersed, if they're reorganizing.
About 15 seconds prior to liftoff, and at 7 seconds prior to liftoff, when the ignition sequence of the three RS-68A engines on the base of all three common booster cores ignite, you will see a rather significant fireball of
Yeah, he was on the other night for a minute, but
igniting in the air, and sometimes that results in
Not met.
I wonder if he's having another
He was
breakdown.
in town just hours ago, the mayor, Ted Wheeler. He claims to not be in his own apartment, which is a little bit suspect. It is Friday, so maybe he went on
I am listening in
vacation, even though nobody else, the pandemic
that on the stream.
is going on vacations and whatnot. But I guess he claims he's not home and that he's miles away. His comms director, if you heard earlier in the live stream, sent out a statement.
We appreciate that, and I believe
one of his wealthy
got was that they were actually working in issues.
friends, David Kahn, former executive of the Minnesota Timberwolves,
Cleared, I believe. I did hear a call.
was down there. Some people thought maybe
I did not catch
that was Wheeler, but it was not. People wouldn't. They know the difference.
Previous issues we were if you were following on
I don't know if that's him or me that keeps pausing.
Previous two issues is one at the second stage, and then one at the valve. Those two issues have been resolved.
That's good to hear.
Days of sustained
And
black
it's worth noting too that ULA is very talkative.
Lives Matter protest today. There is a lockdown inside the
major provider that we're
lobby of Ted Wheeler's, the mayor and police commissioner's apartment. He was in town earlier today at the NAACP and Fridays for Future Youth Group March. He was at the rally briefly. So he is in town. He claims to not be at his apartment, but who knows? Old Minnesota Timberwolves executive David Kahn
I don't know what's going on with that.
was down here in the lobby when the group came. It's been 3+
We are at L-minus
hours. This is Johnny Dangerous reporting. There's a
the L-minus block that you see on the.
I should have done an internet restart
big
earlier before I started.
great sound system. You can hear music in the
Sometimes ULA is T-minus
background, but they're holding strong. 3+ hours in the lobby right now. Police are not on site. just the one security guard in the yellow in the back. So it's on 9th Avenue in Gleason if you're in Portland.
9th Avenue, I thought it was 10th.
You can see there's some signs stuck up, some handprints. There's 3 people locked down.
Now airborne. Airborne.
So there's 3 people locked down. No glare now that it's dark. It's past 9 o'clock local time.
I wonder how their hands are connected inside there.
All right.
I think a hacksaw will fix that, won't it?
They break out randomly as people.
Michael asks, didn't the shuttle have
in between the music and the speeches?
Yes, yes, indeed.
So yeah, it seems like there's 3.
Fly out at T-minus 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're all pausing.
There on the shuttle.
Yeah, the whole stream is pausing. I don't know why. That's got to be on my end.
I don't know what question. It was a shuttle question. It was
Sleep and I couldn't find
I might have to restart this.
A reminder in chat, if you want to add a question or to tag at please play questions. Jessica asks, why are they on
4470.
We don't want it to see it come. It comes down to orbital mechanics. It's classified. All we really
Hey, you know, my handle, Cut the Plastic at Venmo or Cash App is a great way to say thanks. So I can get a new gimbal and keep better, stable pictures on this shit.
Nobody left in DC?
Fuck all of you undos!
All those undercovers.
These are all fucking undercover.
Undercover cars. All of them.
All undercover cops. Fuck all y'all.
I need to take that off because you can't see that.
Hey, you got a live stream?
Damn right.
You have a shoe?
Oh yeah, I see your shoe, bro.
They shot that shit.
Shot that shit, bro. Fucking Nazis.
Nazi?
Bro, it's a lot of them. All of them undercover. All of them fucking undercover. Yeah, you can see that gas mask and shit. Hey, but you team up with the Proud Boys, huh? Gotta team up with the Proud Boys, huh? Fucking shit. Got that shit on video. They teaming up with fucking Proud Boys. Fucking bastards, they're a piece of shit.
Hey Ashbury, how you doing? Where's that one girl at? Anybody seen that one girl tonight?
So the fucking Proud Boys came out here, right?
They did.
Said she was going to be marching and streaming, whatever. She was going to message me. I was going to run her
It's like
tonight.
30 fucking Proud Boys. And on top of that, hold on, look.
But it's always fun to see it.
I got footage too. All of them are fucking Proud Boys.
They had knives and everything. Long knives. Long knives.
Long knives.
No, I got pepper spray all over or balls all over my foot. See, they shot me right in the shoe. Yeah, it was a good day.
Yes. Night of noise over night of violence is
Milwaukee.
good any day.
No, I don't think anybody got arrested. That's the best part.
Hey, these guys, what are these guys?
Oh no! Stop running over glass, you're gonna blow out your tires! Stop! Like,
Where the heck is Off Media? Denver looks like they've scattered everywhere.
what's going on?
Still raining in DC.
What you guys doing out tonight?
I'll be back. I gotta go get
What
my
you guys
ice
doing
cream
out here
tonight.
tonight?
Kind of watching, photographing.
See what's going on.
Hey, Victor, you vouch for these guys? Huh?
I'm talking to
You vouch? You know them?
No.
We were just walking up.
Okay. Because I know this guy, and this is his property.
Yeah.
So I ain't have
We're
nobody
not
fucking
destroying
his
his
property.
No, we're not doing it.
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying that.
No, I'm just making sure because I got your back.
Yeah, they're nice people. They seem like a nice guys.
Oh, I got a cam back. Do you want to just know who I am? Would you like to just ask me my name and say take my picture? Well, then why are you going to take my picture?
He's not doing anything. He's just
Dumb fucker.
He's taking a picture of that. He's not taking it.
I am important. Thank you. Okay, then what are you doing out here? It is my business.
No, it's not. I'm on public property. Listen, fucking.
Oh, okay. Now you're on public property. Before you were on private property and my friend's private property.
I'm not trying to start a fight.
Okay, that's good.
I think we're on the same page.
I'm just making sure this guy's safe, right? Because I take care of my buddies.
Yeah. Understandable. I think we're on the same page.
Tower 27 is responding on a sick party 18925 East Burlington Place. Again, Denver Health Code 10 from Olmsted Drive in Randolph. Time is 2331. Fire dispatch.
Undercovers, little bitches, it don't really matter.
Thank you, sir. Tower 27, you can go available. Thank you.
See, the fact is that these poor people who are living out here, they got no choice, they got no. And these fucking pigs, they just move them around day after day, harassing, utilizing, instead of dealing with the real issues in our city. They back a mayor. Black mayor in this town tells the police what to do, and he tells the police to support the white boys. God, that's beautiful. Hey, medic, do you have another one of those by chance? Bless you. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get my shit together. Sure, why not? Looks like there's more fuckers down there.
You got about 2 seconds.
Thank you. I'm walking, I'm not running.
That's my policy generally. I only run for my life.
He shot me in the shit.
Respond to an unknown injury auto accident at West 29th Avenue and North Side Street.
Let her go. She always good.
Respond to an
You
unknown
know,
injury
everybody
auto
stayed right
accident
here for
at
her.
West 29th Avenue and
That's
North
great.
Zunai Street. Engine 12, respond to
A
an
lot of them,
unknown
because
injury auto accident
a lot of
at
people
West
got
29th
arrested.
Avenue and North Zunai Street. Time is 23:33. Last floor, Calvin, 11.
Oakland Police Department.
motherfucker that holds the third player just fucking moved his gun at me.
Okay, you
She just like emerged from the car because he said,
That's a threat.
say hi.
You better not fucking be cool with that.
He's making sure it's Oakland, California.
Delta 4. This is the first of two that we're actually going to. No, this is the first. This is the only one we're all three going to be at together because the Starlink one at Kennedy, you're going to be setting remotes at the pad, but then I'll be there for the still only one person organization. But then Southcom, Thomas and I will be here, and you are going to watch from someplace else for Southcom, correct?
Beach side, yes. I'm gonna go south.
South is good for
And that's
Southcom.
why everybody
Here, south is the way to
is
go.
outside, because everybody is outside with the police.
With Southcom, that's
Everybody's outside with the system.
and return to launch site landing because landing should come roughly 22
why
minutes
everybody's
before
protesting.
sundown
That's
here, so it should be freaking beautiful and gorgeous.
I am looking forward
Somehow
to
we
that.
got it.
It's been a
Everybody
while
got
since I've gone beach.
come in agreement. Oh, they're taking one.
So
yeah.
One is under arrest, I guess. They did it.
Oh my gosh, but it'll be fun. Sunday's going to be intriguingly fun if this all pans out.
When you're
Pretty much.
exhausted from all of this.
Engine 12, Truck 12, Tower 1, Chief 6, Ops 2, and Rescue 1 respond to an auto accident with party trap at West 29th Avenue and North Zunai Street. Operate on Tax 6. Engine 12, Truck 12, Tower 1, Chief 6, Ops 2, and Rescue 1 respond to an auto accident with parties trapped at West 29th Avenue and North Zunai Street. Operate on Tax 6. Engine 12,
Right, so
Truck
this is
12,
a pretty,
Tower 1, Chief 6, Ops 2, and Rescue 1 respond to an auto accident with parties trapped at West 29th Avenue and North Zunai Street. Operate on Tax 6.
Accidental transmitting.
Time is
receiving, or something
23:35.
going on that could interfere with that payment. So we got a different option, and we are at a neighboring pad, a very special pad, which is Launch Complex 34.
23.
And that was really exciting to set up at because we got to share some of the history with you as well. But it's also challenging.
Still there from the Apollo era, yeah.
Right. So a few things happened for Apollo. We honor the crew of Apollo 1 who perished in a test. Yeah, it was actually a test. And
There is no looting. Everybody got arrested right now.
Apollo 7, which was the very last space flight that left from the Air Force. So, when Starliner comes back, we'll officially say we brought that back to Cape.
But could we? Is 41's that weird pad that's...
We can, because if you look on the map, it makes a dog leg, and it is still Cape Canaveral Air Force Station.
But it's a Kennedy Space Center property and a Cape Canaveral pad, at least by ULA.
That's gonna be a, I don't know, I'm gonna put my map up.
I'll bring you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now that the History Center calls that our pad.
Well, yes, I mean, and
Everybody's getting again. Everybody's crying together again.
the Atlas launch pad as Cape Canaveral. We never refer to it as Kennedy. It's just a nice little weird where the boundaries are drawn, but how they share space.
We're a happy family.
Yes, because I think technically they closed like the roadblocks.
What do you think?
Make 41
He's a
Cape
single
Canaveral,
victim.
but
He's a
the
homeless.
actual line of this.
Oh, yeah.
It's over now.
Don't get gassed. Too late.
Yeah. So like, at the station right now.
For the record, neither have I.
So even if you're like,
I have
Trinidad doesn't have. You're paying.
Hey, it's Janet Manson. Look at my shoe. Got shot in the shoe.
Got shot.
Yeah. There we go. There's all the cops. There's a protest line still. People are like, what are we going to do? Did you see the Proud Boys that just have to leave your house?
Did you see them?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is there a lot
They're
of them?
long knives that are more than 3 inches. And I went to
I
go.
saw 'em on
I went.
fire.
I went to go try to tell the cops that they had weapons on them, and they shot. The cops shot me in the foot. So it's a bit of a standoff tonight, folks.
Okay.
Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Donate to.
Colfax and Broadway.
Yeah. Donate to Cut the Plastic.
Shut up.
Cut. That's Venmo or Cash App. I need a new gas mask.
Good.
So the Proud Boys came in up there behind us.
I see you badass ladies made it down here.
Nearby.
SWAT was having us push back.
They are looking at
Into Washington, and they
then
pushed
the
us
Proud
into.
Boys went
I'm
up there
going
and
to be able to
cops
launch
went
out the window.
They were backing up. They're such pussies. Proud Boys are pussies. Proud Boys are pussies.
That's what it stands for, right?
This is where Christmas funding
Yes, I started on the fence.
Hey.
They don't like super often,
Loved it. I had a headache and a head from hell.
Delta 4 likes to be a little finicky on the pad. It always goes with that. It has but we are here. This is the second one. And so, like I just said, they all sounds like there will be a
Ah, hell.
Hey, yo, William Dubois! William Dubois!
Hey, you want to hold that for a second? Let me gear back up here real quick.
Could. It didn't say would, but it sounds like
He's gearing back up.
they were monitoring earlier and had waiting temperatures. They are now working. That is the correct step.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, thank you, Michael.
Thanks for coming.
They're not done yet.
Thanks for coming.
I didn't know you stuck around all the time.
That don't necessarily require action.
Anytime you want.
Countdown.
My back's. I'm gonna need
Right now,
so
the
much
countdown,
time.
correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, the countdown is proceeding. And if the chance that they resolve this issue prior to we will be able to just launch right on time at 2 or 4 as previously scheduled. If they do not resolve this issue after the first round, they will have to stay at the T-minus 4 and hold the mark most likely and continue to work around that issue. And once they have it resolved, they can just
Thank you. I forgot. When I got my ice cream, I forgot to turn it back on. So yeah, they're launching a big rocket or something. And Steve-O, yeah, he sounds like Steve-O. That Steve-O's probably taped to a billboard somewhere.
Fuck you, Nazi! Clap, 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 clap! Fuck you, Nazi! The cops will no longer be closed for
large satellite inside.
Apparently, Ted. Apparently, they claim that he's not there.
I might ask for our studio to fact check this. I know that's longer than usual.
Are you trying to get me drinking water over there?
That's up to 4 sizes. There's a couple different fairing sizes they can adjust.
No. No, I was.
I know it's terribly interesting.
Available space because we're carrying all that extra weight. So they only use the fairing size. I'm not sure. I know it is.
His riders are gonna get hit by lightning though.
or if it's just 3 segments of the video as far as how the fairing itself is. So I might ask.
Hell yeah. I don't know why it keeps popping up, but nothing there.
Oh shit! Yeah, I believe that's correct. It's called a bisector pairing as opposed to the normal bisector pairing. I know. We got that shit too. There you go.
Well, so as Chris alluded to, in designing fairing weight, so because it's such a long fairing, they have designed it to
Hey! Here come them riders!
First needed to eject those fairings from the upper stage as a
Rider on the fucking
fairing, the longer each piece of the fairing, so the more important the longer the fairing, the more each piece of the fairing will weigh, because you need more force to push away from the rocket. So the big fairing like this, the floating force from the fairing, and then it falls away sufficient distance from the upper stage to powered flight, because the fairing does separate right after the second stage separates.
That's good.
You seen the rocket, and you want to keep the fairing away from that still.
That way.
She over there?
Yes. No.
How far up is she?
Background noise is the Denver Medical and Fire scanner.
How long until launch?
They're leaving.
How long they could theoretically go on.
Okay.
She's
leaving? My stream is sucking tonight though, with the pausing.
That the teams look at the issue they're working on.
This is irritating.
Then at the end of the poll, we're going to do a poll where all the teams. If not, they have a several-hour launch window to take to work. And so if they have to extend the poll for an issue, that is not a problem that will prevent launch necessarily.
Which is, you know, we have built-in holds for this exact reason, because they could finish their anomaly investigation and have it resolved.
Are they breaking up?
Our built-in hold here will have saved us. Right? So that don't have built-in holds, you would have to be stopping them and actually pushing into a little bit more. But one final thing I did want to say about the payload there. If you've ever played Kerbal Space Program, you know the importance. That's 3 ways at separation for large.
Do not want.
Engine 21, you're responding. Going to assault 90 South Emerson.
PD is on scene, and sounds like
You're getting Denver Health Code 9 on this route. As you respond, advise you have 1 PD unit on scene.
This is really annoying. I don't see anything out there in Kenosha.
You need a ride?
All right, Bass dude. I think I might call it early tonight. Things are remaining fairly calm, and I need to reset my internet because I can't keep streaming like this. The way it keeps pausing like this. This is garbage.
Hey man, you got somebody walking back to your target square?
That's funny.
This is where we parked by where you parked.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night on this.
Yeah, I just thought it was
Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for the dialogue. Thanks for all the information. I'll check out that
Yeah,
video
good night,
on the
everybody. Be
Kyle
safe.
Rittenhouse.
Good job. Good job. Y'all made this black man want to
Thanks
get
for the
back
help
in
with the video,
fucking
help with the
streets.
streams. Thanks for the help with the Discord.
Straight up.
It's good to have you back in the streets, brother.
Looks like it might actually be getting close to being, or it's pretty close to being useful now. Tomorrow night we should be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Tomorrow night will be Blue Mace. Will be the title of tomorrow night's stream. Level 93, 94. I can't remember where we're at. I think it's 94. Yeah, will that reset the internet? That'll reset the internet when I do it, right? On the computer, right? Because it has to reestablish the connection. But yeah, tomorrow night will be Blue Mace, and then Sunday night will be the Human LRAD. So yeah, if you guys want to keep following any of these streams, you can see where they're at. Black Zebras in Washington D.C. Looks like they still got a decent sized group marching around. Thankfully peaceful. They got Portland's BLM van following them around, the snack van. So I don't know how
Hey,
peaceful
fuck
they'll
the cops,
remain.
everybody.
I don't really see
I'm
any
leaving my
black
stream on
bloc
till I
type
get in the
there
car and get
Portland,
out of the
so, or
neighborhood.
DC. So
Yeah.
and we got
Yeah.
Logan is in DC also. Both of those on Facebook. Got the Plastic is YouTube in Denver. Center screen we have Black
go.
Zebra. They're on Facebook. They are in DC. And then we have yes.
Oh, they fucked up my tendon in my leg.
And then we have Untelevised Media on Facebook in Denver. And then bottom we have
Throw your
Bear
leg
Game
up.
Media on Facebook in Portland. Yeah, it looks like they have a rest there. Is that Black Media? That says DC though. Well, that's a rerun, that's why. Or there's something
They
else.
could have chanted a little bit better. That's right. We're gonna stay live until we get in the car and get out of the block.
Yeah, because they're down there.
Yep.
But what about that
But yeah,
shit,
so those
bro,
are the
with
channels
them
I have up
making
there. If you want to continue watching, got those. The
Proud
the
Boys?
NASA one.
Oh my god.
That is on the NASA channel. That's the launch, upcoming launch. It says it's on hold though, so it might not be.
6-9. 6-9. Just a heads up, keep an eye out.
Yeah, I see everything just froze up on me. So,
Pad 37B, which is what
you guys all